Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience, Target Individual Programming. So before I upload my videos getting over here, they deleted one of the videos that I made when I was on the bus. They were using the ambulance. They had stage a guy laying on the floor, you know what I'm saying, on the sidewalk, I should say. They did this whole stage event, right? And I was recording it. They deleted the video, right? So when I talk about who the pussies are, who the liars are, who the manipulators are, who the deceivers are, this is who I'm talking about. These people within the New York Predator Department, right? Within the U.S. government, who have for the past decades have been engaging in psychological warfare, covert warfare, cognitive warfare, particularly on the black community, trying to get rid of black leadership, good black leadership, right? As today, as you'll hear, I was talking to one of the MTA employees that he couldn't even name one black leader, not one. And there's a reason why. So when they engage in these sort of threats, what do? They hide it. They hide it. Why? Because they're liars. And yet they got the dumbass Negropeans still believing in what it is that they're saying and what it is that they're doing. But like I said, Negropeans going to get their wake-up call. They're going to get their wake-up call. And let me tell you, I can't wait. Whether I'm alive or not, I can't wait. Yeah, fuck you, New York Predator Department. You see that? Again, that's the New York Predator Department there. So whether I'm alive or not, they're going to get their wake-up call. And here's what they're trying to do. They're not protecting you, Negropeans. They're not. As long as you remain docile, as long as you remain passive, as long as you allow them to continue to abuse you and your children, they're like that. But the minute you start, just like, because they wouldn't do it, you think if another group of people was doing this to their people and their children, you think that they would stand for that? No. But they want you and I to stand for it. They want you and I to accept it. They want you and I to not say anything. They want you and I to not do anything. They have engaged in systematically destroying black leadership in this country. All right? And good black leadership. Not black leadership that says, oh, let's attack the oppressors who've been oppressing us, but let's build together. Let's unite together. Let's make a better future for us and our children. They don't even want that. We already know this. Martin, Malcolm. Either way, they don't want. They want you to be subservient and continue to create domesticated minded children. Not children that's going to free themselves and their people from the white racist oppressive system. And we've become maladjusted to it. Right? Because they would never do what we do, which is to remain silent, to be quiet, to put our heads down. All right? They were willing to attack the U.S. Capitol. Right? They were willing to attack a U.S. Capitol and then get mad because the other side was like, no, you can't do this. Then got mad and reelected Trump. Right? And what this administration is doing? Okay. I don't got to say it, but you guys know. All right? And then on top of that, what they're doing is to try to call me lazy. Lazy how? Lazy how? Listen, black people in this country work harder than anybody else. When I was working, go look at my time charts. You'll see. All right? Sometimes I worked the entire weekend. Sometimes I slept at the job. So you don't get to call me lazy motherfuckers. Y'all the lazy ones. Your ancestors had to be the ones that go to other countries to kidnap people, to enslave them, because your fucking ancestors were too damn lazy. All right? When y'all leave the job at 4 or 5 o'clock and have the black people working or the other people of color working late, y'all the fucking lazy ones. Not us. Understand that. Not us. Okay? So check that bullshit. Try to call me lazy. Motherfucker, I'm on disability because I was injured by the New York Predator Department using what? Vibrational acoustic weapons. By invading my privacy. Right? By getting people to try to get me hooked on drugs. Right? by covert drugging me, right? By trying to, by getting people to rob me so they can take my ID. This is the department that we're dealing with, the most corrupt department in America, and the most racist. When I talk about my early targeting, being targeted by white supremacists within the New York Police Department, and those outside wearing Confederate flag symbol on their jacket. Yeah. So fuck you, nigger peons, and fuck you, racist ass white pricks. Yes. And if you're a good white person, you continue to speak out against what it is that they're doing. If you're a good black person, you continue to speak out and teach your children and teach your community the lies. Teach them the truth. Teach our children the truth, not the lie. Because guess what? You look at the system, what it's doing, trying to erase slavery from the history book, dumbing down our children. Come on now. My mouth is kind of dry because I got to brush my teeth and had to rush over here because my daughter was here. So you guys have to excuse me. Hold on a second. Yeah. As I was saying, right? So teach our children the truth, right? The black churches, black people, we need to move away from the black churches. The black churches are bane in our existence today, right? They do nothing. There's no leadership. There's no leadership. Right? There's no accountability in the black church. That's why our women have no accountability, right? But them and the church will throw black men under the bus. Okay? See, I can understand the reason why the church would throw black men under the bus, because black men don't want our women in those churches. These pastors are lying to our women. They're manipulating them. But nigger women, right? You throw black men under the bus for what? You in league with the white supremacists for what? Not understanding that you're raising young boys who will grow up to be men, who are going to be attacked. Huh? Nigger wake the fuck up. I wear unk. I don't wear a cross. To wear a cross tells me that you are of a dead mind. To wear an unk tells me that your mind is alive, that you're seeing the reality, that you believe in yourself. Not believe, sorry, but you know yourself and you know your people. Right? It's like I said, I don't like to use the word belief because they have too much of us as believers. Right? We cannot continue to operate like this. Yes, it's hard. But when you hear people in your community speaking the truth, don't attack them. I know it's a built-in mechanism you have in your white supremacist mind. Go and read the book by Fran Phantom, Black Skin, White Mask. Open your mind. All right? Come into your Christ consciousness. That's why they give you a Christ outside of you. Right? Because Christ means anointed. Right? Not chosen in the sense that you think you're going to be chosen by some God that don't exist. All right? But come into your Christ mind. Come into the reality, accept the reality, and then work on changing the reality for the betterment of your people and for yourself. This is what they don't want. So yeah, I'm going to continue to do my videos. Like I said, whenever they want to step to me, they can step to me. They're in a position of authority. I'm not. But I'm not backing down. I'm going to keep on speaking the truth. I'm going to keep on exposing these predators on the New York Predator Department, as well as the Sambos and Sambinas, the Nigger in our community. All right? Understand that they, black men, young black women and young black men, they love their Jesus and their God more than they love you. Understand that. They are not doing anything for you. They are not doing anything for your future. Understand that. All right, like I tell that young man, pull your pants up. You're too young to be walking with your pants like that. That is who they want to represent black youths. That is who they want to represent black youths, right? And then some of them black Negropeans, I should say, because their children are doing well in school. That's all they care about. But what they don't understand is when you ignore the people within your own community, right, that somehow it can come back and negatively affect you and yours. Understand that. All right. This is why white people don't ignore, as a whole, they're poor. Go look at the statistics. All right, 75 million white people on welfare, but yet they got you focused on the 10 or 11 million black people on welfare. Imagine that, right? They got you focused on particularly black women on welfare, whereas 75% of their people is on welfare. Okay, but they will always demonize who? The black men and the black women. Okay, the news don't report about these white poor white people on welfare, but they report about the poor black people on welfare. Again, I'm not saying this. Go look it up. The statistics is there. You go to the government-owned website, they'll show you. But because we are ignorant, we believe the narrative. Never did, never have, never will. Talk to you guys in the next video.